All right, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a child theme on WordPress. So first of all, what is a child theme? So a child theme is basically another layer on top of the standard theme that you choose in WordPress. Now, the reason why you need a child theme is because WordPress, the way it's set up, when you update WordPress, what it does is it resets all the files and any CSS changes, like style changes that you've made on the theme itself, get reset when it does the update, which means your whole website breaks. By installing a child theme, what happens is you essentially put another layer on top of the base layer, so you leave the standard theme as it is, but you modify this one, so when WordPress gets updated, it just wipes this one, but your changes stay saved up here, and then it just continues feeding to the main theme, if that makes sense, and therefore you don't lose all the changes you made. So that's actually why you need it. Now here is how you actually make it. It's actually quite simple. So the first thing you need to do is select which theme you're actually going to use for your website. That's the first step. So for the purpose of this website, I've just installed this website. It's a brand new site, and I'm going to select 2023. It doesn't matter which one you select. It's the same process. Just select the one you want. Now what you need to do is, once you know which theme you're going to use, you need to go into the file manager of your website. So usually if you have the website hosted somewhere, you'll need to go either into the hosting or into cPanel and then go into file manager. So here's what that would look like. Hey guys, real quick, if you want to add at least $100,000 to $300,000 per year in new business, guaranteed, or you literally don't pay, go to dominatemarketing.io to book a call with us, and we'll show you exactly how we'll do that for you. Back to the video. So once you're in your hosting, if you're going through your hosting, what you would do is you go into the hosting, you select the website that you want to edit, and you would usually have something like this, like manage your site, manage files, or cPanel. You want to go in there, you hit manage, or you go into cPanel, and then within cPanel, you're going to see like file manager, and you'd click that. Alternatively, if you have something like this, you would just hit manage files like that, and you'll get to a screen similar to this. So basically what you need to do is you need to go to the public HTML folder or the one with the URL. That's typically the one you need. And you need to now navigate to the WP content folder, and then you go to the themes folder. So you see here it's got themes, and this is the folder that contains all of your themes. You can see here you now got all the themes. So what you need to do is you need to take the one that you want to use, and you need to make a new folder called that exact name and then -child. So I'm going to do that here on this, in these files, because I'm doing it on my local computer. On the website that I've set up, I'm doing it there, but the process is exactly the same. So I'm going to just remove this one because that's the one I want to do. So what you would do, okay, I'll just make another one for the example's sake. What you would do is, let's say we want to take 2021. You would make a new folder with that exact name, and you would go like this, folder, copy and paste the name, and then just hit -child. Let's do this one so that we don't have that naming issue. All right, so now you'll have this folder and it's going to be blank. Now there are two files that you need to copy and paste into this folder. I'm going to put a link below this video to those two files so that you can use them. Now, there's a note to make about this. So I'll show you what the two files are. One is a functions.php file. One is a style.css file. Now, with the functions.php file, there's actually a few different variations of this file that may or may not work depending on what theme you're actually using. So I've found 3 different variations. I use one that works on most of them, but if the one that doesn't work on most of them works, you're going to have to use one of the other 2. So I'm going to put all 3 in the link below this video. So if the first one doesn't work, just try the other 2, and 99% of cases it will work. So basically, the functions.php file looks like this. It's a code like this, and you would just need to make sure that you save it. You put it in Notepad, and then you would do File, Save As, functions.php, and you want to put that in the new folder. So see here, we just made this one. You want to save that in there. And now the second one is style.css. So again, you would want to open Word, and this is what, sorry, you would open Notepad, and then this is what this looks like. So these are the only 2 fields you actually need to make the style CSS file work. A lot of instructions you'll get will give you all kinds of other crap. You don't need all of that. You just need these two. But what's important about these two is the theme name and the template has to be exactly the same as the theme you're using. So the theme name, you can actually name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name this one 2022 child. But this has to be the exact same name as the folder name of the theme you're using. So in this case, it's 2022. So I'm just going to copy that and paste that here. You see that? And that's it. But it has to match exactly this name of the folder. So bear that in mind. Then I'm going to save as. I'm going to go into the folder I want to save it into. And I'm going to into the child folder. Now, what you want to make sure here is when you save it, you click all files and make sure that it's got .css at the end. Don't save it as a text file, it won't work. Hit it as all files and make sure it's got .css. Same thing with the functions file, it needs to be .php. Hit save. Now, if we go into this folder, we now have these two files. So now, if I go back to my website and I refresh the themes section here under appearances, the child theme is now going to show up. You can see here, 2022 child. And now what I'm going to do is hit activate. And so now we have the child theme activated. So now one thing you want to check is you want to open the actual website and make sure that it's displaying correctly as it should be. So you can see in this case, it is displaying correctly. It's not a broken theme. It's a theme that it's fine. If you mess something up, the website's going to be totally broken and it's just going to show text. That means you need to try one of the other functions.php files. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try and make that happen to show you. So let's see if I can make that happen. Okay, so just to give you an example, I took one of the other functions.php codes. I'll show you. See, this one is slightly different from the one I showed you first. And you can see here it says there's been a critical error on this website. So you can see how the website's broken with the one I just put. So that's one of the things that will happen if the PHP file doesn't work. However, the one I'm going to put first is the one that has worked on pretty much every theme I have tried. So now that's it. That's all you need to do. Now you're in the child theme. And so now if you go and edit anything in the child theme, you won't lose it or nothing will break when you do a WordPress update. So what I'll do is now you see if I hit customize or I go into the theme editor and I open this, I can now make all my changes in here. Like let's say, for instance, you want to do any like style changes, things like that. You can see here, like in the editor, I'll just open it and show you. You can add custom CSS typically. And so now if you go in and change any of that stuff, you won't have a problem when you do the update. So that's it. That's all you actually need to know regarding this to make the child theme. It's as simple as that. So like I said, all the links you're going to need to the functions PHP file and the style.css file is going to be below this video. So just hit that link and you'll get access to those codes that you can use. Hope that was helpful. Catch you on the next one.